Stop for a moment. Take a deep breath. In and out. The air settles, ambient noise comes to the forefront, and things grow strangely picturesque, yet utterly beyond capture in a single image. That feeling of capturing a moment in time, an atmosphere, an emotion specifically tied to its temporal sensation, is one I value in life and in art. And fortunately, it can be effectively recreated, particularly in mediums which utilize time as their canvas. And when it comes to anime, Iyashikei is perhaps the most keenly aware of this form of expression. It's not just the act of long panning shots over nature, though that surely is a part of it, but this specific tone is one I value deeply. To reiterate, it's like a sense of time itself, simultaneously aware of it passing, but also a feeling as if you were at a standstill, that things have been slowed down so that you can really acknowledge them. In short, the Japanese term mono no aware. One of the things I appreciate about some of my favorite anime is how they can draw attention to that moment and give not only momentary enjoyment but an enriched perspective on one's day-to-day life. And speaking of that, with the video subject in mind, I found this very aspect in a short show by the name of Mysteria Friends. Mysteria Friends is far from flawless in execution. Points of overutilized post-production, times where it just is not all that interesting or engaging, but I still found my time with it ultimately very meaningful because when it hits those peaks, when it finds its stride, the way it captures that moment is profound. Though often pieces of the show feel mismatched, such as the dated orchestra synth leading too heavily into grand fantasy stylistic attributes for the more mundane, lightly comedic series Mysteria Friends is, and the visual's inconsistency, the moments where everything comes together are when Mysteria Friends goes from just okay to a straight up masterpiece. The soundtrack shifts to a melancholic piano, the dialogue grows sparse, the emphasis on sound heightened, the visual language speaking volumes as we witness wordless conversations. To capture such a profound emotional resonance as to have me starting to tear up at just watching a moment of these two girls enjoying and appreciating their meaningful relationship with one another, not even in any particularly exaggerated emotional manner, is something that sticks with me. That image of those two sitting side by side at the piano, or facing each other as the sun sets, or any other plethora of the times the show reached its heights, those moments will stick with me, and there's something quite powerful about a show that can make an impact without being loud. To hit those, that it can hit those highs, leaves such an impact on me that I can easily forgive its shortcomings. There's not many shows that can have that effect on me, so even though I wish it could hold its pace the whole way through, I still find the time spent worthwhile. And to an extent, it is somewhat apt that my appreciation for how it captures a sense of moment is within my finding those moments in the show itself. Episode 4 in particular of Mysteria Friends is the one that holds this tone the whole way through and effectively captures everything that I do love about the show. In short, the series follows the intimate bond between Princesses An and Greya at a school for magic. After an opening sequence where An is enjoying listening to Greya play piano, the inciting event for the tension of episode 4 occurs, as at An's request for her to play more often, Greya says no because she must focus on the upcoming exams. For An, the exams are no issue as she's a genius, but Greya has more reason to be concerned. Across this 13-odd minute episode, we follow An's feelings of loneliness, ultimately culminating in Greya finding An at the piano after being apart for a while, An expressing as much, and they're playing a duet at the piano together. It's extraordinarily simple, one might even say cheesy, but that's perfect for what I appreciate about Mysteria Friends. Let me give an example. Minimalism is a movement within modern classical music, one of the more popular ones at that. Far from the intricacy and difficulty of tackling other ends of the field of modern classical, minimalist music is often tonal and, at first glance, misleadingly simple. You've likely heard some minimalist pieces, as quite a few have ascended to some acclaim, and various attributes of minimalism have been appropriated into scoring for film. The most well-known of that field likely being Philip Glass, who has composed secularly as well as for multiple movies. The effect of minimalism is, essentially, to take one moment, one simple harmonic progression for instance, and expand what might take but a second into something spanning minutes on end. Sideways has a pretty good video on it I'd recommend you check out if you're interested in hearing more on it. But basically what I mean is that to capture this unique atmosphere, the core of it is inherently something simplistic. In a sense, it's about finding every speck of meaning in each little corner, one at a time. So, episode 4 of Mysteria Friends takes this thought, loneliness, connection, and draws it out, revels in it to let us truly grasp it, or at least try to. There's a number of elements it utilizes to draw our attention to this front. The minimal use of dialogue lends each line spoken that much more weight, so that to say such a simple, emotionally straightforward line as, "I was lonely," can provide such deep catharsis. It forces us to focus more on the nuances of its emotional exploration through visual and oral cues. The sound of the world, quiet as it is, comes to the forefront, and the music too is as a part of the world itself. The piano piece Greya plays frames the episode on a structural level and a thematic one, opening the episode and closing it, where their strengthened bond is signified by the piece now taking the form of a duet. Or when An is sitting alone and longing and mindlessly playing but a single key, the soundtrack then reflects that same note in full scoring when Greya enters and develops upon it, the emotional significance of that moment deeply embedded in the scene on every level. Their eyes, their expression, every exhalation, every piece is the most important. The elevation of simplicity producing something that totally transported me. Mysteria Friends isn't this at every moment, but that it is at some of them is what matters to me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and maybe hitting that subscribe button. If there's a show you'd like to hear me cover, be sure to let me know. Special thank you goes to my patrons Talon and Roggle, and if you'd like to help me keep making videos like this one, be sure to support me on Patreon at patreon.com/coolreviews. $1 patrons get access to an exclusive Discord server, and $5 patrons get access to a monthly podcast where I talk about all sorts of things. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.